Hello dear students, today I will discuss part 4 of Unit 8 coordination compound. As in previous lecture, I told you about the nomenclature of cationic, anionic and neutral compound, and I also told you how to write the naming of a given complex compound in the form of nomenclature of mononuclear coordination compound. Now dear students, let us focus on this part. So after studying part 4, you will be able to know the condition for formation of complex, then formation of complex, that means how the formation of complex take place, then Werner's theory of coordination compound, that is related to bonding in the coordination compound. So nowadays students, let us focus on condition for formation of complex. So look at here, the formation of a complex ion involve following two things. First of all, ligand should have at least one lone pair of electrons. That means they can have tendency to donate electron pair in that condition when they have at least one lone pair of electron, which can be donated to the central metal atom oblique ion. Then the central atom or ion should have vacant d orbitals so as to accommodate the electrons donated by the ligands in case of transition element. Then formation of complex. The complex compound can be explained by number of theories. So these theories are basically which are related to formation of complex compound are Werner's coordination theory, Sedgwick theory, that is known as effective atomic number theory, valence bond theory and crystal field theory. But student, here you have to know only Werner's theory, valence bond theory and crystal field theory according to your board examination 2021. Now let us focus on Werner's theory of coordination compound. So Werner basically is also regarded as father of coordination chemistry, and also he is the first Swiss chemist which got Nobel Prize for chemistry in 1913. So look the diagram here of Werner, and here the lifespan is given, that is from birth to his death. That means 1886 is the year of birth and 1919 is the year of death. Nowadays students, Werner was the first to discover optical activity in certain coordination compound. That's why he is also regarded as father of coordination chemistry. So dear students, let us focus on the main postulate of Werner theory. The main postulate of Werner theory that is proposed by Werner in 1898 are as follows. First of all, you have to know that in coordination compound, metals show two type of linkage according to Werner, that is balances. These balances are named as primary and secondary. Second point, the primary balances are normally ionizable just like anions of simple salt and satisfied by negative ions. It refers to oxidation state of metal atom. That means the oxidation state of metal atom will give the primary valency of that complex state. So look at here the example. For example, CuNH3 का whole 4 square bracket 2 plus. Here the primary valency of copper is +2. This can also calculated by oxidation number method. Like that, the charge on complex compound equal to the oxidation number of central atom plus the charge on ligands. So by this way you can calculate the charge on central atom, that is oxidation number of central atom. So here the oxidation number of central atom, that is oxidation state of central atom is +2. So that's why the primary valency of copper is +2. Now some more points are noted down about the primary valency. The primary valency applies equally well to simple salts and to complexes. So thus look the example COCl2, that means CO2 plus 2Cl minus. there are two primary valencies, that is two ionic bond. The complex CONH3 का whole 6 square bracket 3 Cl3 actually exists as CONH3 का whole 6 square bracket 3 plus and 3 minus Cl charge, that is 3 Cl minus charge. So thus primary valency is 3 as there are 3 ionic bond in between complex and Cl. This also indicate the primary valency of central atom is just the oxidation state of central atom. Now the third point of the Werner's postulate is the secondary valencies which are non-ionogeable are satisfied by either negative ions or neutral molecules and rarely positive molecules. The secondary valencies is equal to basically the coordination number and is fixed for a metal. This I also told you that the ligands which are bounded to central atom or give the coordination number of that complex. So look at here the example. In CuNH3 का whole 6 square bracket Cl3, here the secondary valency of CO is 6 because 6 ammonia ligands attached to the CO. So that's why this is fixed in number and these are non-ionizable. That means when we dissolve this complex, so CO will not come in the form of CO2 plus or CO3 plus, and ammonia also not liberated here. So that indicate that here NH3 tightly bounded to the CO and which are not come in the form of ions. So that's why secondary valencies are not ionizable. Then the ions group bound by secondary linkage or secondary valencies to the metal have characteristics special arrangement. That means they show the geometry and also hybridization just like a covalent bond. This I also told you that a coordination bond is basically a special type of covalent bond, but only one difference is there. In a covalent bond, equal sharing of electron take place, but in case of coordinate bond, one atom donate electrons, that means one atom is donor of electrons and one atom is acceptor of electrons. So look at here, the special arrangements correspond to different coordination number. That means if they have coordination number 4, so the shape should be square planar or tetrahedral. This depend upon the use of hybrid orbitals. Either if the coordination number is 6, so they have octahedral geometry. So like this way you can find the geometry of the given complex by coordination number. Now Werner further postulate that the most common geometrical shape of coordination compound are octahedral, tetrahedral and square planar. So this also depend upon the use of orbitals. For octahedral, either they use D2sp3 or sp3 D2 orbitals. For tetrahedral, the hybridization of tetrahedral is sp3, and for square planar, the hybridization of this square planar is dsp2. Now on the basis of Werner theory, the structure of CONH3 का whole 5 Cl square bracket Cl2 is given as follows. So look at here, the primary valency that is ionizable is indicated by dotted line. So here 3 Cl, that is 2 Cls which are ionizable are shown here by the dotted line. So secondary valencies which are non-ionizable are shown by normal line. So look the diagram, the normal line shown the secondary valencies and dotted line shown the primary valencies which are ionizable. So look that diagram again. Here 5 ammonia molecules and 1 Cl ions are bounded by normal bond are seen here. So that's denote the secondary valencies, that is also known as coordination number, and 2 dotted lines are shown with the Cl. These are known as primary valencies, that is ionizable. So by this way you can know about the primary and secondary valencies. Now dear students, formulation of cobalt third chloride ammonia complex by Werner on the basis of conductivity. Look at here, one table is given here. This table contains color, formula and solution conductivity correspond to. तो color yellow. Now the formula of compound CONH3 का whole 6 square bracket 3 plus charge and 3Cl minus. Now they show the conductivity ratio like this, 1:3 electrolyte, but because 1 ions from complex ions and 3 from Cl minus, so that's why this is known as 1,3 electrolyte. Now second color purple, and the formula of the complex compound is COClNH3 का whole 5 square bracket 2 plus and 2Cl minus. Now this will produce 3 ions, 1 from complex and 2 from Cl minus. So that's why they are written like this, 1:2 electrolyte. Now color green, here COCl2 NH3 का whole 4 square bracket 1 plus charge and Cl minus. This will gives 1:1 electrolyte. Then violet COCl2 NH3 का whole 4 square bracket plus 1 charge and Cl minus. This also gives 1:1 electrolyte. Now some notable points, look at here, that the last two compound in the table, that is green and violet color compound, have identical empirical formula but distinct properties. Such compounds are called as isomers. So sometime one question may be rises, why they have same chemical formula but the color is changed. So this is due to depend upon the attachment of ligands and also depend upon the geometrical isomers. So that means they can form cis geometrical isomers or trans. So that's why they have different colors. So this is due to generation of colors because of the different arrangement of ligands in different position. So that's why green and violets are known as isomers. Basically they are geometrical isomers. Nowadays students, let us focus on the limitation of Werner theory. So Werner theory could not explain the following criteria. First of all, why only certain elements possess the remarkable property of forming coordination compound. Second, the bonds in coordination compound have directional characteristics. That means they can show hybridization. Third, coordination compounds have characteristics magnetic and optical property. That means they may be paramagnetic, they may be diamagnetic depending upon the number of unpaired electrons in d orbitals. In case of transition metals which have the central atom in the complex compound, and they also show the optical property. That means they can form d isomers and L isomers which are the mirror image of each other. So these are the basically the limitation of Werner theory which cannot be explained by him. Now, dear students, Werner's coordination compound of PtCl4 with ammonia. So here the Werner complex are given in the table and the modern formula which are written. Now this time number of Cl minus ions, total number of ions formed, secondary valence set satisfied by, primary valence set satisfied by. These all things are given in the table. So look the formula according to Werner's complex theory, PtCl4 dot 6 ammonia. Now the modern formula is like this, Pt NH3 का whole 6 square bracket Cl4. Now number of Cl minus ions, it will produce 4. Total number of ions formed 4 by Cl and 1 by complex, that is 5. Then secondary valence is satisfied by, look at here, here the central atom platinum attached with 6 ammonia molecules. So that's why, hence secondary valence is satisfied by 6 ammonia. Now the primary valency satisfied by 4 Cl minus, that is the charge on Pt is plus 4, and that can be generated by 4 Cl minus which are shown here as a primary valency. Now second Werner complex formula, PtCl4.5 ammonia. Now this formula can be written in the modern formula like this, Pt ammonia whole 5 Cl square bracket Cl3. Now the number of Cl minus, that means the Cl outside the square bracket 3. Total number of ions formed 1 cations formed below the complex and 3 anions formed by the Cl. So total number of ions is formed 4. Now secondary valence is satisfied by 5 ammonia molecules and 1 Cl minus ion. Then primary valency satisfied by 4 Cl minus ion including 1 Cl with dual nature. That means 1 Cl minus behave as primary valency and also behave as secondary valency. Now then next formula according to Werner's complex PtCl4.4 ammonia. Now in this time it is written like this as the modern formula PtNH3 whole 4 Cl2 square bracket Cl2. Now total number of Cl minus produced by this formula is 2 and total number of ions found by this formula is 3. 1 a complex formula and 2 ions from Cl minus. Now the secondary valency is 4 ammonia and 2 Cl minus. Now the primary valency 4 Cl minus ions including 2 Cl minus ion with dual nature. That means they behave as secondary and primary valency. So these are the basic things which you have to know according to Werner's theory. One more thing noted down that more the number of ions, more will be the conductivity. So that's why PtNH3 का whole 6 square bracket Cl4 is more conducting than PtNH3 का whole 5 Cl square bracket Cl3 because they have more number of ions. Now dear students, next one more formula PtCl4.2 ammonia. Here PtNH3 का whole 2 Cl4 square bracket and after square bracket no anions are there. So that's why number of Cl minus ions is 0. Total number of ions formed is 0 because they do not have any charge. Here secondary valence is satisfied by 2 ammonia and 4 Cl minus ion and primary valence is satisfied by 4 Cl minus all with dual nature. So these are some formula which are according to Werner's. They are conducting nature, secondary valency and about primary valence satisfied by the given complex. Here no charge are there, so that's why they are non-conducting and behave as non-electrolyte. Now the students, let us explain experimental evidence to the Werner's theory of complexes which can be provided, that is based on first precipitation of primary valences. Look at here, the precipitation of primary valences on the addition of suitable reagents. For example, FeNH3 का whole 6 Cl3. This is a complex compound. This form 3 mole of AgCl in the form of precipitate when addition of AgNO3 solution take place. So that's why this indicate that the complex ionized as follows: FeNH3 का whole 6 Cl3. So you can write the complex like this in the form of ion FeNH3 का whole 6 3 plus 3 Cl minus. So that's indicate that FeNH3 का whole 6, this is in the square bracket and after the square bracket 3 plus charge are there and Cl minus, that is 3 Cl minus are outside the bracket. So that's why they can form 3 mole of AgCl in the form of precipitate on addition of AgNO3. So by this way you can also write the formula of the given complex and also you can find the conductivity. Now second evidence, that is the electrical conductance of complexes. So look at here, more the number of ions produced, greater is the electrical conductance of the complex in the aqueous medium. This I also told you, कि more the number of ions, more will be the molar conductivity. So look at here, the electrical conductance of aqueous FeNH3 का whole 6 Cl3 is greater than aqueous solution of FeNH3 का whole 5 Cl square bracket Cl2. So look at here, the first coordination compound generate 4 ions in the solution and the second compound generate 3 ions in the solution. So look the condition, FeNH3 का whole 5 Cl square bracket Cl2, this will generate 3 ions, 1 cations from the complex and 2 anions from the Cl. That's why on the basis of conductivity you can also show that the formula FeNH3 का whole 6Cl3 contains 4 ions and FeNH3 का whole 5Cl square bracket Cl2 contains 2 ions. So this will indicate also the Werner's theory of complex compound. So nowadays students, again same thing repeated. Do all work in classwork copy. Prepare a note with the help of PPT video. Stay safe, stay healthy and keep learning. So dear students, after learning and listening this PPT video, you can understand about the concept of Werner theory of coordination, and also you can be understand about the primary and secondary balances. Again listen, primary balances are basically the oxidation state of central atom, and secondary balances are basically the coordination number of central atom. And that's why the secondary valency which are attached by, that is secondary valency means coordination number which are attached by central atom. This will also generate the special arrangement, that is the shape of complex compound, are due to this secondary valency. And primary balances generally which are outside the square bracket or ionized in the aqueous medium. So if you want to know the molar conductivity, so you have to see the number of ions generated by the given complex compound. The more the number of ions, more will be the conductivity. So dear students, keep on learning about the nomenclature of complex compound, oxidation of central atom, and also you have to focus on the various theories given to explain the bonding in coordination compound. Here I have explained about the Werner's theory, and next theory which are related to bonding in complex compound, that is valence bond theory and crystal build theory, will explained in the further lecture. Thank you dear students.